Who is it?
You know who it is.
Monica.
Look, Alan, this is my bedroom. I want to get my clothes. Open the door.
Okay, darling, I'm coming. Just wait 1 second. I'm just on my way now.
Alan!
Monica, I need a promise from you before I open the door.
Oh, I am not in any mood to negotiate.
Monica, I have to have some kind of reassurance.
What?
You know how voracious your sexual appetite is in the morning. You have to promise me, Monica, that if I open up this door, you won't attack me.
I want my clothes, Alan.
Then my body is safe?
You bet your... It is very safe, Alan.
Well, I'm going to hold you to that,
You
Monica.
have nothing to worry about, sweetheart. Oh, for crying out loud.
Good morning, Mrs. Wonderful. Did you sleep well?
You know what the bed's like in the guest room?
Yes, ma'am. It has the hills and valleys of the Appalachian Mountains, and I have a curved spine to prove it.
Just get a few things and then I'll get out.
Come on, let's go back to bed. Listen, why don't you just call the hospital and tell them you'll be late? They'll understand.
This is not funny, Alan. I am tired and I am sore from that stupid mattress and I want to get dressed now.
Stopping you?
Your presence is.
What do you mean? You've been undressed in front of me before. What, are you modest all of a sudden?
I am angry, Alan. I am very angry. And if you don't get out of this bedroom, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do it. It's got to stop now. It is not worth it. Alan, for crying out loud, do you know what we're doing? We are destroying ourselves.
Wait a second. Are you being serious?
Yes, I am being very serious. If we go on like this, we have a great potential of killing each other.
You got any suggestions?
I was hoping.
Hoping maybe that I had an idea, right?
Wishful thinking, I know.
We could start by being honest with each other.
That's too frightening.
Yes, of course. Why would two adults who just love being children want to be honest?
Now, wait a minute, Alan. If you are implying that I am acting
I'm not
like...
implying that you, I'm implying that both of us. We haven't been honest with each other in such a long time. It sure would be a good time to start, Monica.
You want honesty?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you honesty. Look at our situation honestly. I want a divorce so I can be free of you and this family. You want a divorce so you can go off and live in wedded bliss with your mistress. Now, for heaven's sakes, why can't we just go ahead and get it?
One simple reason.
Oh, please tell me. I'm dying to know.
That's the reason.
I'm not going to take any of this seriously.
I think we ought to talk about it.
It is too late, Alan.
It's not too late, Monica. People start over all the time.
Alan, will you stop right now before you say something you're going to regret?
I've been thinking about it for quite a while. We've done a lot of terrible things, Monica. A lot of harmful things to each other. Awful. We sure have had a lot of laughs together.
It's a long time ago.
It happened, Monica. You can't block it out.
Look, Alan, we cannot change. For crying out loud, we're different.
That's right. We're different. We are living proof that opposites attract.
Okay, attract, fine. But can they live together?
If they try. You're the most exciting woman I've ever known in my life. I don't want a divorce. I don't really think I ever did.
Oh, I don't know whether to thank you or slap you.
That wasn't easy for me to say.
I know.
I think we can do it if we try. I really do. Please say something. Please.
I want to.
Don't shut me out. Please say something.
I am not going to say something I'm going to regret.
I need to know how you feel.
Confused.
Well, if it's any consolation, I feel confused, too.
Alan, come on, be serious. We can't go back. Too many people are involved.
What, are you referring to Susan?
Yeah, and an illegitimate son. I mean, we can't discard them. For heaven's sakes, they're only a telescope away.
I'll take care of it.
How? How? Just close your eyes and wish them away. Hmm? Come on, Alan, say something. It's your turn. Oh, you can't. You can't, because there's always going to be a reminder. Just like I'm always going to be a reminder to Susan that all relationships are susceptible to untimely deaths.
I'll handle it. I will tell her it's over.
If it were only that easy. Go on, get out of the bedroom, would you please? I have to get dressed. Go on, Alan. Just go, okay?
Monica, I'll find a way. How long have you been standing there, Father?
Since the end of the Korean War. Why am I taking root?
No, I wondered, did you see Monica?
Yeah, I did, fleetingly. She was on her way out the front door.
Damn, I wanted to talk to her for a moment. Shouldn't you be at work?
For your information, young man, I've been at work since 6 o'clock this morning. I made a couple of pressing calls to Paris. Around 8 o'clock, I made a half a dozen calls in New York. You know, in my business, we have to be up early, unlike you doctors and your shrinking hours. What is it down to now, Alan? 5 hours a day, 4?
A doctor's always working, sir.
Yeah, well, perhaps you can tell me what you were working at last night when Monica and I found you in her bed.
A great plan in stupidity.
Yeah. Do you mind explaining? Monica was too livid to talk last night.
Monica was just trying to catch Susan and me in the throes of passion for a change, that's all.
Susan? I don't recall seeing Joan of Arc there. Where did you have her hidden?
I shoved her out the back door. Originally, it was Monica's
Oh,
idea.
come on, Alan. Spare me the details. You know, believe it or not, I am getting sick and tired of yours and Monica's shenanigans. So if you don't mind, I am now going to call my broker and check on the current rate of pork bellies.
There is something that I feel that you should hear.
Oh, really? You've heard something about pork bellies that I haven't.
No, it's not about pork bellies. It's about Susan.
Well, I'll resist the crude comparison.
I'm finished with her.
I assume you are joking.
I'm completely serious. I can't go on living like this.
Well, of course you can't. I've been telling you that for months.
Well, maybe I just had to find out for myself.
Well, well, well. Welcome back to the world of reality. A new age of enlightenment now dawns on the Quartermain family. As little Susan Moore quietly fades away into the twilight, I bid her a fond adieu.
I still have one problem. How do I get rid of her?
You know, that's a valuable Oriental rug you're pacing a hole in, Alan.
I'll replace it.
Yeah, with what? You're spending so much time at home these days, your patients are going to have to look elsewhere for their little pink pills.
I have a problem.
Well, the old cliche, what else is new, comes to mind.
Be serious, will you? I've got a chance to make it up with Monica now for the first time in a very long time. But I am still responsible for Jason and for Susan.
You set up an endowment fund, didn't you?
Yes, that's right. But what do I do about her?
Well, it's very simple. Just face her and tell her it's kaput.
And what if it doesn't work?
Well, fill her pockets with rubles and pack her off on the next camel to the Sahara.
Is that how you handle it?
Oh, several times. But you know, the Sahara may be a bit exotic for little old Brown Eyes, so you better send her to Boston or New York. But just make sure you tuck a nice fat check down into her bosom. You know, just for good measure.
You know, that just could work. It's just possible if I explained it in the right kind of way, it could work. If I could just find some place to talk to her. What about the Q offices?
No, it's fine. Just make sure it's after business hours. I sure don't need any hysterical females upsetting my employees.
I'll make sure there's nobody in the building.
Who are you calling?
Calling Susan. Hello. Susan, how are you?
Why don't you take a wild guess?
Oh, I'm sure that you're not very well. It was a terrible evening for you last night.
It was humiliating, Alan, and I'm really not up to talking about it right
Susan,
now, so...
please don't hang up. I really do need to talk to you.
I'm getting kind of tired of whispered phone conversations.
Oh, I agree with you. I would like to talk to you if we could find some place tomorrow night. Some place where Monica wouldn't find us.
She found us 1,000 miles out to sea that only leaves outer space, or
Well, what about the ELQ offices?
your father's office?
Yes, I mean, there's nobody there after 6 except for a few guards. What do you say? Susan?
Yeah, all right. About 8 o'clock?
I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Well, I'm going to have to handle this very gently. I want it to run as smoothly as is humanly possible.
Well, just make sure that Monica and that Baldwin kid don't find out about it. Or your smooth seas are going to turn into a tidal wave.
Thought I might find you here.
I remembered my working hours.
I'm not happy.
It's about Alan, right? You want to call the whole thing off.
How did you know what I was thinking?
I just guessed. You still love him, don't you?
Yes, I don't know, Scotty. I don't know.
Love and hate. It's tough to build a marriage on that kind of foundation. Especially when there's a mistress and there's an illegitimate son down the block.
Yes, you're right, of course. It's funny, though. His timing was impeccable today. All of a sudden, he just opened up like...
Just like when you were first married, huh? Come off it, Monica.
You're right, Scotty. Absolutely right. And divorce is the only way out.
Right. So I'm still your attorney?
Well, I suppose so. I don't know where else I could find a mind like yours, except perhaps in the gutter.
I'll get right on it.
You should if you want your percentage. Happy hunting.